Rizaldi Adha and Uyuz John 7 are in the lead, followed closely by Okayoki 3 and Aransjan in second place. Bringing up the rear is Assetto Corsa and Deplorably Pull. The competition is heating up on the track as these racers battle for the top spots. Stay Still in BAH and Deplorably Bull take second place, passing Okayoki 3 and Aransjan. Nearasol, Amy, and Nuatexum are vying for fourth place. Winzerius Guy advances to seventh place by overtaking Haggard 3. Rafael and Sirironbot now hold the fifth position after passing Neotexum. There's a tight duel for eighth place between Sidric in an Alpine A110 and Huggard in a Skoda 130 Rs Thor. Captain Potato has made progress, climbing to 14th by overtaking Gary No Name. Neotexum making a move to the fifth position, surpassing Rafael and Sir Ironbot. Andrzejek and Susan Greenberg climbing to 11th, overtaking Kazishuk and N29 Kia. Alman Sun and Duff Dad advancing to 18th, overtaking Samu Serrera and Twix 560. Neotexum has advanced to 5th place, surpassing the Rafael and Sir Ironbot. Grenanjip and Haruto 5 in the Alpine A110 are fiercely contesting 10 with Andrzejek and Suzanne Greenberg in the Alfa Romeo Xia. The competition is heating up as they navigate the track. Famaka and Max Power 77 have advanced to 19th place, surpassing Sami Sarrar and Twix 560 in the standings. Okayoki 3 and Arangshin have advanced to second place, successfully passing Sestiforn Biziat and Deplorably Bull in the process.
Was schafft
Arasihi Gary no name. Arasihi. Good night Hugger 3. Hope you have sweet racing dreams. Welcome back Castleware. Glad to have you joining us again for some epic AI race car action. Hubbard 3 from Team Nafgum Kings has made a swift move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking Cedric. Just Jezik and Nukembukem have made a solid move, advancing to 16th place by passing Waintren 94. Waintren 94 is making a strong push, closing the gap by 6 seconds on Koki Binanity and Waux CBD. Geds and Maya are also on the move, closing in on Waintren 94 with a 12.7 second reduction. The race dynamics are definitely heating up with these quick shifts in positions. Okioki 3 and Eric Shen are facing challenges, dropping back to 9th place. Neerasol and Amy have advanced to 3rd position, surpassing Airafael and Sirironbot. Airafael and Sirironbot have now secured 4th place after overtaking New Texan. Just Jezik and Nukembokim are now in 15th place after overtaking Amundsen and Duff Dad. Amundsen and Duff Dad have climbed to 16th, passing Famaka and Max Power 77. Famaka and Max Power 77 have advanced to 17th, overtaking Sami Sarah and Twix 560. Unzeria's Guy advances to 5th place, surpassing Cedric. Cedric now in 6th place, overtaking Huggard 3. Huggard 3 moves to 7th, passing both Greninjip and Harudo 5. Amundsen and Duff Dad advanced to 14th place, passing Famaka and Max Power 77 to Tom. Famaka and Max Power 77 now in 15th, overtaking Samusurar and Twix 560. Damaserari and Twix 560 move up to 16th, passing Neo Texum. Hyed advances to 6, surpassing Cedric to 8. Okayoki 3, and Aerobase can get progress to P19, overtaking Neo Texum. Aminsun and Duff Dad have advanced to 13th position, surpassing Dairy No Name. Wayne Tren and E4 climbed to 21st place, overtaking Just Jazik and Nukembukum. Koki Beninity and Wow CB are making a swift move to catch Just Jazik and Nukembukum, reducing the gap by 69.9 seconds. Diggs and Maya have advanced to 16, passing Edelbach. Edelbach has climbed to 17, surpassing Gary No Name. Captain Potato is on a roll, passing 4 cars to secure 8th place. Wayne Trinity 4 is gaining ground on Gary No Name, reducing the gap by 11.4 seconds. Grenangeb and Haruto 5 are making moves, now in 6th place after overtaking Kazishuk and N29 Kiada. Just Jazik and Nukembukum are charging hard, closing the gap to Gary No Name by a massive 72 seconds. Kazishuk and N29 Kia have made a solid move up to 7, passing Captain Potato. Samisarara and Twix 560 are also on the rise, now sitting in P12 after overtaking Cedric. Hey there, welcome back Sputnikans. Glad to have you back in the race car spectating action. Let's enjoy the excitement together. Huggett is on a mission, closing in on Cedric by 24.4 seconds. Wayne Tren 94 is making a big move, closing the gap on Andraveg and Suzanne Greenberg by 72.8 seconds. Neo Texum is pushing hard, reducing the distance to Okayoki 3 and Armstrong by 2.1 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Armstrong are really putting the pressure on Edelbach, making up 2.7 seconds in the gap. Sixth form BJJ and Deplorable are fiercely contesting P2 in their Alpine A110, closely followed by Nearasol and myself in the Skoda 130 Rs Keep. The competition is heating up as we navigate the twists and turns of the track. Rafael and Sirarimbot have made a strong move up to 3rd place, overtaking ST4 and BZH and Deplorable Apple in the process. Stay 4 and BHA and Deplorably have smoothly taken over P2, leaving Mirasol and Amy behind. A fierce competition is on between Est4 and BHA and Deplorably Apple in the Alpine A110 and Mirasol and Amy in the Skoda 130Rs for that second position. Mirasol and Amy are now in second place after passing S4 and BHA and Deplorably Apple. The battle for second place is heating up between Mirasol and Amy in the Skoda 130 Rs and CP4 and BZGA, and Deplorably Apple in the Alpine A110. Winzerius Guy makes a bold move to claim fourth place, passing Aya Raphael and Sir Ironbot. Andre Vijay and Suzanne Greenberg advanced to 18th place, overtaking Okayoki 3 and Erinx Chan in the process. Okayoki 3 and Erinx are making some impressive gains, catching up to Dustjazik and Nukem Bokem by reducing the gap by 6.1 seconds. Stay 4 and BAJ and Deplorably Apple have surged into second place, passing Mirasol and Amy. Rafael and Sir Ironbot have also made a strong move to fourth place, overtaking Wazirius Guy from Team No Name Racing. Saint 4 and BHA and Deplorably are making significant progress, narrowing the distance to Rizaldi Adha and Uja Jones 7 by 2.5 seconds. In another exciting development, Mirasol, Amy, and Wazirius Guy are fiercely competing for the third spot. The Skoda 130Rs and BMW 2002 are truly putting on a show on the track. Let's see how this intense battle unfolds. Wazirius Guy makes a strong move to claim Fower, passing Aya Raphael and Sir Ironbot. Captain Potato advances to 7, surpassing Kazushuk and N29 Kia. Cedric climbs to 15, overtaking Huggard 3. Jazik and Nukem Bokem have charged ahead, securing the 19th position by overtaking Neo Texan. Okayoki 3 and Aronstein are making moves, advancing to the 21st position by overtaking Kokubainiti and Walk CB. Error 40. Jasak 70 Sek, Kazushuk, and N29 Kie are fiercely competing for the 8th position. It's a tight battle. Wayne Tra 94 has made a significant leap to 22nd place, successfully passing Koki Bananity and Waxi B in the process. Greninja and Haruto 5 have made a slick move, jumping to 5th place by overtaking A. Arafel and Sir Ironbot. The Alpine A110 is really pushing hard against the Skoda 130Rs as they battle for that coveted 5th spot. Enstone beats at J, and Deplorable People have taken the lead from Rizaldi, Adha and Jones 7. Amundsen and Duff Dad have advanced to 10th place, surpassing Famaka and Max Power 7070. Rizaldi Adha and Jones 7 have surged to 1st place, surpassing Est4 and BZJ, and Deplorable Apple. One Serious Guy has advanced to 4th place, overtaking Greninja and Haruto 5. Kokigananity and Walxibi are making a remarkable push, swiftly narrowing the distance to just Jazik and Nukimbokum by a significant 62.2 seconds. The chase is on. When Serious Guy, Nira Sol, and Amy are fiercely competing for the 3rd position. When Serious Guy is in a BMW 2002, while Nira Sol and Amy are driving a Skoda 130 RSO. The battle for P3 is heating up. Neotexum from Team Nafgum Kings is swiftly gaining on Gary, no name, reducing the difference by a significant 11.5 seconds. That pit lane always keeps everyone on their toes. Make sure you charge up fast, Edelbug. We don't want you left hanging out there. And Gary, it's all about that pit loop action. Keep the fun going, folks. Captain Potato now in 6th place, after passing A. Arafael and Sir Ironbot. Okayoki 3 and Erenschan both advanced to 19th, surpassing Waintra 94. Speaking of Waintra 94, they made gains and are now in 20th, overtaking Gary No Name. At Edelbach in this intense race, every little fuel-saving trick can make a big difference. Good luck out there. And at Gary No Name, keep those alls coming, it's all in good fun. Captain Potato making moves, now in 6th place after overtaking Air 40 and Jasak 72. Air 40 and Jasak 72 follow closely in 7th, passing Kazushokan and 29 Kia, who are now in 8th. They overtook Amundsen and Duff Dad. D. Feds and Maya gaining on Arafel and Sir Ironbot, reducing the gap. by 584.1 seconds. Neo Texum is closing in on Huggard 3, cutting the distance by 16 seconds. Koki Beninity and Welki CB are catching up to Okayoki 3 and Eringshan, shrinking the gap by 36.7 seconds. Gary No Name is making moves, climbing up to 18th place by passing Cedric. Just Jazik and Nukembokam are rapidly gaining on Cedric, diminishing the distance by 39.7 seconds. Gasishuk, N29 Ikie, Famaka and Max Power 77 are currently in a tight battle for the 9th position. Amundsen and Duffdad have made an impressive move to claim the 7th position, overtaking the RE40 and Jasak 72. The battle for 7th place is heating up between Amundsen and Duffdad in the BMW 22 and AA40 and Jasak 72 in a Skoda 130 Wallis Oster. Mirasol and Amy are battling Grenenship and Haruto 5 for 4th place in their Skoda 130Rs and Alpine A110, respectively. Ai Rafael and Sirarimbot are gaining on Edelbock, decreasing the distance by 2.44 seconds. The competition is heating up as positions shift rapidly. Ai Rafael and Sirarimbot are making strides, reducing the distance to Edelbach by 2.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Cedric has made a move to P18, surpassing Neo Texum in the process. Ayarfael and Sirarimbot are gaining ground on Sate 4 and Beziash, and Deplorable Apple, making up 43.9 seconds. Mirasol, Amy and Captain Potato from Team Racing Potatoes are fiercely competing for the 4th spot with their Skoda 130Rs and Puma GTB. The Marker and Max Power 77 have advanced to 6th place by passing Amundsen and Dovdead. Captain Potato, Mirasol and Amy are locked in a tight battle for the 4th position. Captain Potato is in a Puma GTB, while Mirasol and Amy are driving a Skoda 130Rs. The competition for that spot is heating up. Mirasol and Amy have advanced to 4th place, surpassing Captain Potato in the process. Wayne Trenan T4 has made a bold move, surpassing Koki Beninity and Wout CB to secure 22nd place. Amin-san and Duff Dad have made a solid move up to 5th place, leaving Captain Potato behind. The trio is in a tight battle for the 5th spot, with Amin-san and Duff Dad driving a BMW 2002, and Captain Potato in a Puma GTB. Neo Texum is making a significant push, closing in on just Jazik and New Kimbokum by 10.5 seconds. Mirasol and Amy have advanced to P3, overtaking Greninjep and Haruto 5 Torti. Wayne Trinity 4 is making moves, advancing to P21 by overtaking just Jazik and New Kimbokum. Mirasol and Amy are fighting it out with Greninjib and Haruto 5 for P3. Mirasol and Amy in a Skoda 130Rs are trying to hold off Greninjib and Haruto 5 in an Alpine A110. Meanwhile, Cest 4 and BDSH and Deplorably are making gains on Edelbach, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Amin-san and Duff Dad are now in 4th place after overtaking Mirasol and Amy. Just Jazik and Nukembakem are making a significant push, closing in on Okayoki 3 and Aringsgen, reducing the gap by 42.2 seconds. The pressure is on as they aim to overtake their competitors. Down BDJ and Deplorable are making gains on Edelbach, shrinking the difference by 2 seconds. Kokibinenity and Wauxi B have advanced to P22, surpassing Okayoka 3 and Aringsgen in the process. Samusara and Twix 560 are making moves, gradually catching up to Air 40 and Jasak 72, now only 2.1 seconds behind. Wayne Trinity 4 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners continues to impress as they close in on Neo Texum, reducing the gap by a considerable 34.4 seconds. The chase is on. Captain Potato makes a slick move, overtaking Kazushak and N29 PA to secure 7th place in the Puma GTB. Andriake and Suzanne Greenberg also push forward to 15th place after passing Hyuga 3. The battle for positions intensifies as each driver strategizes for an advantage on the track. Hyuga 3 said, "Hey Amy, is Gary No Name new here?" Oh, Gary No Name has been around for a while now. He's not new to the racing scene. Just Jazik and Nukambokim are making a strong push, cutting the lead of Gary No Name by a significant 72 seconds. Meanwhile, Gorinijib and Haruto 5 have made a move up to third place, overtaking Amundsen and Duff Dad. The battle for third place is heating up between Greninjib and Haruto 5 in an Alpine A110, and Amundsen and Duff Dad in a BMW 2002. Mirasol and Amy have advanced to fourth place, surpassing Amundsen and Duff Dad. Thanksphone BHA and Deplorably Paul are gaining on Edelbach, shortening the distance by 2.1 seconds. Mirasol and Amy are fighting against Amundsen and Duff Dad for the fourth position in their Skoda 130Rs and BMW 2002, respectively. In another close battle, S4 and BJ and Deplorably Paul are gaining on Edelborg, cutting the lead by 2 seconds.
Down. Hey, stop f***ing late now, say. Copy.
Kazashuk and N29 Kia have advanced to 8th place, passing Air 40 and Jusek 72. The four drivers are now locked in a fierce battle for the 8th spot. Meanwhile, Hugger 3 has climbed to 15th place, overtaking Sidrek Dull. Amundsen and Duff Dad are now in 4th place after overtaking Mirasol and Amy. Sidrek has made a move up to 15th, passing Andervik and Susan Greenberg. Just Jozik and Nukembokem are now in 19th place, overtaking Neotexum. Mirasol and Amy, now at P3, surpassing Amundsen and Duff Dad. Amundsen and Duff Dad advanced to Pfauer, overtaking Greninjib and Haruto 5 that duel. Amundsen and Duff Dad in a tight battle with Greninjib and Haruto 5 for the 4th position. The BMW 22 is up against the Alpine A110 in this exciting showdown. Just Jazik and Nukembokem are making a strong move, cutting down the lead of Cedric by 73.8 seconds. Mirasol and Amy have climbed to 3rd place after overtaking Greninjib and Haruto 5 Tarftoi. Famaka and Max Power 77 are currently locked in a battle with Captain Potato for 6th place. It's a Skoda 130Rs versus a Puma GTB showdown. Samasurare and Twix 560 are now in 9th place after overtaking Famaka and Max Power 77. Meanwhile, Hugo 3, Andravik and Susan Greenberg are fiercely contesting the 15th position, with Hugo 3 in a Skoda 130Rs and Andravik and Susan Greenberg, both in Alfa Romeo Katos. Aminsal and Duffdad advanced to P3, surpassing Nirasol and Amy. A tight battle unfolds between them in their BMW 2002 and Skoda 130Rs. Meanwhile, Fedzamaya climbed to Pen, overtaking Edelbach. Okayoki 3 and Arishjan are now up to 22nd place after overtaking Koki Beninity and Waxi in a swift move. Neotexum advances to 19th place, overtaking Waintra 94 in the process. Waintra 94 jumps to 20th place, surpassing Just Jazik and Nukembokam Batendu. S24 and BTJ and Deplorablepal have surged to 12th place, overtaking Famaka and Max Power 77. It's a tight tussle between SES4 and BSJ and Deplorablepal in their Alpine A110 against Famaka and Max Power 77 in the Skoda 130Rs for that 12th spot. Okayoki 3 and Ehrenstein are making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Just Jazik and Nukembokam by a significant 70.3 seconds. Meanwhile, ST4 and BDHN Deplorablepal have climbed to 12th place, overtaking Famaka and Max Power 77. The chase intensifies as Okayoki 3 and Ehrenstein continue to close in on Just Jazik and Nukembokam. Just Jazik and Nukembokam are making impressive strides, cutting the distance to Waintra 94 by 13.4 seconds. Looks like a thrilling battle is brewing at the front of the pack. Okayoki 3 and Ehrenstein making moves, now sitting at P21 after overtaking Waintra 94. Rizaldi Adha and Eusdon Savan are steadily catching up to Win Sirius Guy, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Kazishok, N29 Kia, R40, and Jasak 72 are currently engaged in a fierce battle for the 7th position. Nearasol and Amy are catching up to Rizaldi Adha and John 7, cutting the distance by 2.5 seconds. Air 40, Jasak 70 Second, Kazashuk, and N29 Kie are in a heated tussle for 7th place. Sayugat from Team Live for Speed has advanced to 17th place, passing Gary No Name. Rizaldi Adha and John 7 have surged into first place, passing Nearasol and Amy. Nearasol and Amy have now advanced to 2nd place, leaving Wazirius Guy behind. Rinijeb and Haruto 5 are now in P3 after overtaking the series guy. Captain Potato has surged to 5, passing Amansan and Duff Dad in the process. Adelbach, we all make typos sometimes, no worries. And Gary, thanks for keeping the chat lively with some lulz. Neil Texum is making a swift move on Gary No Name, decreasing the gap by 26.2 seconds. Just Jazik and Nukambokam are closing in on Neil Texum, reducing the distance by 33. Samasara and Twix 560 have advanced to Pate, over Tingaminson and Duffdad. Adelbach is making a significant move, closing in on Amundsen and Duff Dad by 70.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Koki Benenity and Wauki CB are also charging ahead, reducing the gap to Neotexum by 72.1 seconds. Adelbach's impressive performance continues as they tighten the gap on Amundsen and Duff Dad by 70.8 seconds. Figs and Maya make a strong move, now 8th place after passing Amundsen and Duff Dad. Amundsen and Duff Dad aren't far behind, taking 9th from Sami Surya and Twix 560. Wayne Trinani gains ground, now at 20th, passing Nutixum. Airfail and Sirangbot in the Skoda 130Rs are neck and neck with Samasurar and Twix 560 in the Lotus Ellen Sprint, all vying for the 13th position. It's a closely contested battle in the middle of the pack. Zaistform BJJ and Deplorablepel have made a sick move up to 10th place, passing Edelbach in an exciting battle. SD Form BJJ and Deplorablepel are in their Alpine A110, while Edelbach is holding strong in the Triumph Dolomite Sprint. Andrei Ek and Susan Greenberg have advanced to the 15th position, successfully passing Sidrek from Live for Speed. Sidrek from Live for Speed has countered, moving up to 16th place, overtaking Hugroot 3. Andreas and Susanne Greenberg are rapidly catching up to Samu Zurara and Twix 560, reducing the gap by 597.1 seconds. They're really making a strong push in this race. Exciting developments as Sidrek has made a move to 16, overtaking Hugard 3. F40 and Jasak 72, in a Skoda 130Rs, are dueling with Waziri Sky in a BMW 2002 for the 6th position. Hugger 3 has surged to 15th place, passing Andreas and Susanne Greenberg. Andreas and Susanne Greenberg have climbed to 16th, overtaking Gary No Name. Est4 and BJ and Deplorable Apple have advanced to 10th place, passing Edelbach Dodo. Neotexum from Team Nafgon Kings has climbed to 19th place, overtaking Dustizik and Nukambokum. Okayoki 3 and Arangshan have progressed to 22nd place, overtaking Koki Beninidi and Walksi Bigoyachi. Wunzirius Guy has made a significant move, jumping up to the 6th position by overtaking Air 40 and Jasak 72. Wayne Trenany 4 continues to make a significant move, closing in on Jusjusik and Nukambokum by reducing the gap by 13 seconds. El Rafael and Sir Ironbod have advanced to the 11th position, surpassing Edelbach in the process. Edelbach steadily closing in on Famaka and Max Power 77 by 2 seconds. Summer Serrara and Twix 560 are making gains on Edelbach, decreasing the gap by 3.8 seconds.
Down. Hey, stop being late now. Say, copy.
Kazishok and N29 Kia have advanced to 4th place, passing Captain Potato. Stewiforn BEJ and Deplorable are making gains on Aminson and Duffdad, reducing the difference by 2.1 seconds. Feds and Maya are rapidly closing in on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 30.8 seconds. Edelbach said, "Hey Amy, was this my first pit stop?" "Hey there Edelbach. Looks like this was your first pit stop, hope it was a smooth one. Let's get back out there and race." Thankful and BTA and Deplorably are making a strong move, catching up to Captain Potato by 70 seconds. Degs and Maya are gaining ground on Air 40 and Jazek 72, closing in by 2.7 seconds. Staffel and BHA and Deplorably will continue to close in on Captain Potato by 70 seconds. Just Jazek and Nukembokem are making moves as they climb up to 19th place, overtaking Neo Texan in a strategic maneuver. Cedric makes a move up to the 17th position, overtaking Gary No Name. Meanwhile, Kokibinayati and Wauk CB advance to 22nd place, surpassing Okayoki 3 and Eringsjan in the race. Just Jazek and Nukembokem are rapidly catching up to Gary No Name, reducing the gap by 484.8 seconds. Feds and Maya are making gains, catching up to Air 40 and Jazek 72 with a 41.1 second reduction in the gap. But deduction in the gap debt. Feds and Maya are gaining on Rafael and Sir Ironbot, reducing the gap by 5.2 seconds. Famauka and Max Power 77 are closing in on Feds and Maya, cutting the lead by 10.6 seconds. Katsushok and N29 Kia have advanced to 3rd place, overtaking Greenajib and Haruto 5. Nira Sol and Amy have claimed the top spot, surpassing Rizaldi, Adha, and Uzjan Sivan. Katsushok and N29 Kia have advanced to 3rd place, overtaking Wazirius Guy. A tight competition is ongoing for the 3rd position between Kazushok and N29 Kia. In a Stoja 130Rs, and Wazirius Guy, in a BMW 2002. Famauka and Max Power 77 are making significant progress, catching up to Greenib and Haruto 5 by reducing the gap by 78.2 seconds. Edelbach is also on the move, closing in on Feds and Maya with a gap reduction of 82 seconds. Winzerius Guy has surged to P2 by overtaking Kazushuk and N29 Kia. Aminsan and Duff Dad are making a strong push, closing in on Resuldiata and Eusjon 7, with a 37.7-second gain. Neo-Texum is climbing the ranks, now at P20 after passing Waintra 94 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners. Waintra 94 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners is feeling the heat as Okayoki 3 and Armstrong are rapidly closing in, reducing the gap by a significant 65.4 seconds. The pressure is on for Waintra 94 to hold on to their position as the others are gaining ground quickly. Resuldiata and Eusjon 7, now in 4th place, passing Air 40 and Jasak 72. Okayoki 3 and Armstrong up to 22nd, overtaking Waintra 94. Okayoki 3 and Armstrong are making major gains, closing in on Kokibaninati and Waxibi by 11.1 seconds. Aminsan and Duff Dad now hold the 5th position after passing Air 40 and Jasak 72. Neo-Texum has climbed to 19th place, overtaking just Jazik and Nukembo Kim. Famaka and Max Power 77 have advanced to the 10th position, surpassing Air 40 and Jasak 72 in the process. Hug 3, now in 16, surpassing Sidra. Samasurari and Twix 560 are making a significant push, reducing the gap to Air 40 and Jasak 72 by 31.9 seconds. Gary No Name is making a strong push, reducing the gap to Sidric by 22.5 seconds. Just Jazik and Nukem Bokem are also on the move, closing in on Waintra 94 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners by 32.6 seconds. Meanwhile, Andrea Ake and Suzanne Greenberg have made a solid move up to 15, overtaking Huggard 3. Gary No Name is making a move on Cedric, decreasing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Koki Beninity and Wow CB are catching up to Just Jazik and Nukem Bokem, reducing the difference by 3.3 seconds. Just Jazik and Nukem Bokem are making moves, now up to 21st position after passing Okayoki 3 and Armstrong. It's a tight battle between the Alfa Romeo DTR 2000 and the Alpine A110 for that spot. Amundsen and Duffdad are on the move, reducing the gap to Rizaldi Edha and Ujas John 7 by 2.3 seconds. Bayarafaya in the Skoda 130 Rs, Sirironbot in the Skoda 130 Rs, Buninjib in the Alpine A110, and Haruto 5 in the Alpine A110 are fiercely contesting the 8th position. It's a tight race between these skilled drivers in their respective cars. Wayne94 is making a strong move on Neo-Texum, cutting the lead by 14.4 seconds. Saints Thorn BHJ and Deplorably Apple have jumped to 6th place, surpassing Captain Potato Dotto. Greenyip and Haruto 5 are now in 8th place after overtaking Airafael and Sirironbot. Team No Name Racing Serious Guy is now in 2nd place after a slick overtake maneuver on Kadishuk and N29 Ki Adai. One Serious Guy is rapidly closing in on Nirasol and Amy, reducing the gap by 48.5 seconds. One Serious Guy now in 2nd place after overtaking Kazashuk and N29 Kia. It's a tight battle between Serious Guy in a BMW 2002 and Kazashuk and N29 Kia in a Skoda 130 Rs for that spot. Greninjeb and Haruto 5 have made impressive moves, advancing to 8th place by passing Rafael and Sirironbot. Wayne94 is hot on the heels of Gary No Name, narrowing the gap by 500.1 seconds. Captain Potato is now in 7th place after passing Greenajib and Haruto 5. Greninjeb and Haruto 5 have climbed to 8th place, surpassing Rafael and Sirironbot in the race. Kokibaninity and WowCB are making significant progress, closing the gap on Wayne94 by 38.6 seconds. Rizaldi Atta and EU's John 7 have now secured the 3rd position after overtaking Kazishuk and N29 Kia. The chase continues as Kokibaninity and WowCB relentlessly pursue Wayne94. Neo-Texum is closing in on Gary No Name, now just 81.2 seconds behind. Steve Vaughan, BJ and Deplorably have surged to 5th place, passing Captain Potato. Speaking of Captain Potato, they've moved up to 6th, overtaking Greninjeb and Haruto 5. Greninjeb and Haruto 5 in the Alpine A110 are dueling it out with A. Raphael and Sirarimbot in the Scody 130Rs for the 7th position. Famaka and Max Power 77 have made a move to 9th place after overtaking Kazushuk and N29 Kia.29. Serious Guy is closing in on Nearasol and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Airafael and Sirarimbot have moved up to 7, overtaking Greninjeb and Haruto 5 to 5. Rizaldi Ada and Users John 7 have surged to 2nd place, successfully passing Nearasol and Amy in this intense race. Aminson and Duffdad have surged to P3, passing Nearasol and Amy in the process. Nearasol and Amy have surged to P3, passing Aminson and Duffdad. Neo-Texum is gaining on Gary No Name, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Gary No Name is making a strong move, closing the gap on Cedric by 513.4 seconds. Wayne Tren94 has successfully overtaken Dus Jazik and Nukimbakum, advancing to P21 in the race. Okayoki 3 and Ehrenstein are gaining on Just Jazik and Nukimbakum, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Ehrenstein are making significant gains on Just Jazik and Nukimbakum, cutting the margin by 26 seconds. Meanwhile, Airafael, Sirarimbot, Greninjeb and Haruto 5 are locked in a tight battle for the 7th position. It's a Skoda 130Rs versus an Alpine A110 showdown. Andrea Yik and Susanna Greenberg are rapidly catching up to Edelbog, reducing the distance by 594.3 seconds. Greninjeb and Haruto 5 have advanced to 7th place, passing Airafael and Sirarimbot. A Fierce competition for 7th place is underway between Greningib and Haruto, 5 in an Alpine A110 and Aerofol, and Sirarenbot in a Skoda 130 RS. Airafe and Sirarenbot have advanced to 7th place, surpassing Greningib and Haruto 5. Meanwhile, Famaka and Max Power 77 are making gains, reducing the distance to Greningib and Haruto 5 by 2.1 seconds. Gary No Name is putting the pressure on Cedric, closing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Gary No Name is making a significant move, closing in on Cedric from Team Live for speed with an impressive 42.9 second reduction in the gap. Botchan, Kokibinenity and Walkity B are also swiftly catching up to Neotexum, reducing the gap by 30.2 seconds. Gary No Name from Team No Name Racing continues to chase down Cedric, showcasing remarkable progress with a 42.9 second decrease in the gap. Aminson and Duff Dad are making gains on Rizaldi Adha and Yuzjan 7, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Just Jazik and Nukembakam have climbed to P21, surpassing Wayne Trainer 94. Okayoki 3 and Aaron Shan are on the move, advancing to 22nd place by overtaking Wayne Train 94.
Down. Hey, stop f***ing late now, say. Copy.
R40 and Jasak 72 are catching up to Kazashuk and N29 Kia, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Aminson and Duff Dad are challenging Rizaldi Adha and Yuzjan 7, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Stafford beats A in the Alpine A110, deplorably Apple in the Alpine A110, and Captain Potato in the Puma GTB are fiercely competing for the 5th position on the track. It's a tight race among these drivers. Aminson and Duff Dad are making a move, gaining on Rizaldi Adha and Yuzjan Salin by reducing the gap to 2.3 seconds. Air 40 and Jasek 72 are making some moves, catching up to Kazichuk and N29PA with a 2.8 second gap reduction. Rafael and C. Ryan Bolt are closing the gap on Captain Potato, reducing it by 2/4 seconds. Kokibinenity and WowXCB are on the move, closing in on Gary No Name with an impressive 68.1 second gain. Meanwhile, Captain Potato has advanced to 5th place after passing SD4 and BJ and Deplorably. The battle for positions is heating up. Rizaldi Ada and Users John 7 are fiercely contesting P2 in their Alpine A110 against Aminsan and Duffdad in a BMW 2002. Nira Solonai are steadily gaining on Aminsan and Duffdad, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Greenyev and Haruto 5 have made impressive progress, climbing to 7 after overtaking Zestorborn BZGA and Deplorably. Wayne 94 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners has advanced to the 22nd position, surpassing Okayoki 3 and Eriksgen in a heated battle for that spot. Wayne 94 is driving an Alfa Romeo GTI 2000, while Okayoki 3 and Eriksgen are fiercely competing in their Alpine A110 cars. Wayne 94 has made a move up to P22, successfully overtaking both Okayoki 3 and Eriksgen. Greening Jeb and Haruto 5 are swiftly catching up to Aya Rafael Zirironbot, closing in by 2.1 seconds. Wayne 94 has successfully closed the gap further, now just 2.3 seconds behind New Texum. Okayoki 3, and Ernstchen from Team Aces High, making a strong move, both advancing to P21 by overtaking Wayne Trinity 4 from Team Wangan Midnight Runners. Famaka and Max Power 77 have successfully advanced to 8th place, overtaking Kadashukan in 29 key. This has set up an exciting battle for the 8th position between the two pairs. Jusjezik and Nukembakam are making moves, advancing to P22 by overtaking Wayne 94. Nearest Saul and Amy are gaining ground on Rizaldi Adha and Eus John 7, reducing the difference by 2.6 seconds. Neotexum now holds 19th place, passing Koki Binanity and Walk-CB in the process. Neotexum is in a tight duel with Koki Binity and Walk-CB for the 19th spot, showcasing their skills in the Alpine A110 against the Lotus Elon Sprint drivers. Irafe and Siririmbot are making a move on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Estforn BJ and Deplorably are catching up to I-40 and Jasek 72, reducing the difference by 2.6 seconds. Kaizashok and then 29 Kia have advanced to 8th place, passing Famaka and Max Power 77. Captain Potato in the Puma GTB, IR Fail, and Sir Ironbot in the Skoda 130Rs are currently duking it out for the 5th position. It's a tight race between these three competitors. Steve Fawn BTJ and Deplorable are making significant progress, reducing the distance to R40 and Jasek 72 by 2.4 seconds. The competition is heating up as they aim to overtake. Seist Form BDJ and Deplorable are making moves, advancing to 10th place by overtaking Famaka and Max Power 77. Ferrari and Twix 560 are making impressive strides, catching up to Famuka and Max Power 77 by reducing the gap by 33 seconds. The pressure is on as they continue to close in on the leading pack. Kazushuk and N29 Kia are on fire, closing in on Rafael and Sirarenbot by 37.7 seconds. Meanwhile, Feds and Meyer are making a strong push, reducing the gap to Famuka and Max Power 77 by 42.2 seconds. The battle for positions is heating up as Kazushuk and N29 Kia keep reeling in the Rafael and Sirarenbot, narrowing the gap by 37.7 seconds. Ferrari and Twix 560 are making significant gains on Rafael and Sirarenbot, reducing the gap by 66.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Rafael and Sirarenbot are closing in on Set Form Bisa J and Deplora Beeple, cutting the distance by 3.1 seconds. It seems like Ferrari and Twix 560 are relentless in their pursuit, once again narrowing the gap on Rafael and Sirarenbot by 66.2 seconds. Hey there, welcome back to the stream, the man. Glad to have you racing with us again. Racing car checkered flag. Brainingjep and Herdericho 5 are making moves, closing in on Captain Potato with a 2.6 second reduction in the gap. Air 40 and Jasak 72 are fiercely contending against SD4 and Bizache, and deplorably both for the 8th position. Air 40 and Jasak 72 are in a Skoda 130Rs, while Set 4 and Bizache and deplorably are maneuvering an Alpine A 110. The battle for 8th place is heating up. Rafael and Sirarenbot have advanced to 8th place, successfully passing Air 40 and Jasak 72 in the process. Rafael and Sirarenbot have made a strong move, now at 7 after overtaking Kazushuk and N20 Ninki Adar. The battle for 7 is heating up between these 4 drivers. Amazon and Duff Data making gains on Waziri Sky from Team No Name Racing, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Rafael and Sirarenbot have advanced to 8th place, successfully passing Air 40 and Jasak 72 in the process. Greninja and Haruto 5 are gaining on Captain Potato, cutting the gap by 2.6 seconds. Aelbok is closing in on Famaka and Max Power 77, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Rafael, Sir Ironbot, Air 40, and Jasak 72 are currently entangled in a fierce competition for the 8th position. Keep an eye on this tight battle unfolding on the track. Neotexum is putting the pressure on Gary 99, steadily reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Greninja and Haruto 5 are steadily closing in on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Waintra 94 is making a strong move, closing in on Just Jazik and Nukem Bokum by 2.1 seconds. The race is heating up as positions continue to shift. Greninja and Haruto 5 are steadily gaining on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Greninja and Haruto 5 are gaining on Captain Potato, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Air 40 and Jasak 72 climbs to 8th place, surpassing Airfeed and Sir Ironbot. A tight tussle unfolds between Air 40, Jasak 72, Airfail, and Sir Ironbot for the 8th position. Aminsan and Duff Dad are rapidly catching up to win Serious Guy from Team No Name Racing, reducing the gap by 13.9 seconds. The chase is on. Katsushuk, N29 Kia, Ayerfe, and Siraimbot are currently engaged in a fierce battle for the 7th position. Ayerfe, Siraimbot, Air 40, and Jazak 72 are all in a tight tussle for the 8th position. Bezaldi Adha and Lujas John 7 now in P2, passing Mirasol and Amy. Mirasol and Amy advance to P3, overtaking Wazirius Guy. Air 40 and Jazak 72 climb to P8, passing AI Rafael and Siren Bot Dodget. Captain Potato is now just 0.7 seconds behind Wazirius Guy. Wazirius Guy is making a move, closing in on Mirasol and Amy by 2 seconds. Greninja and Haruto 5 have advanced to 5, successfully passing Captain Potato in an intense battle for the position. Greninja and Naruto 5 is piloting an Alpine A110, while Captain Potato is holding on with a Puma GTB. Captain Potato now in 5th place after overtaking Greninja and Haruto 5. Rizaldi Adha and Yuyuzon 7 are making big moves, catching up to Aminson and Duff Dad, reducing the gap by a whopping 40 seconds. Greninja and Haruto 5 have climbed to 5th place, passing Captain Potato in the process. Greninja and Haruto 5 are making significant gains, closing in on Aminson and Duff Dad by reducing the gap by 61.7 seconds. Wazirius Guy has climbed to 3rd place after overtaking Aminson and Duff Dad. Greninja and Haruto 5 continue to push forward, closing the gap by 61.7 seconds on Aminson and Duff Dad. Feds and Maya make a move up to Pol, passing Famaka and Max Power 77. Famaka and Max Power 77 climb to P12, surpassing Semi Zurare and Twix 560. Andrejek and Susan Greenberg are closing in on Hugger 3, shrinking the gap by 430 seconds. Gary No Name is making a strong push, closing in on Cydric with a 2.2 second gap reduction. Mirasol, Amy, and Waziri Sky are neck and neck for the second position. Mirasol and Amy in a Skoda 130Rs, while Waziri Sky is in a BMW 22. Grania, Haruto 5, and Captain Potato are fiercely competing for the 5th spot. Grania and Haruto 5 are in an Alpine A110, and Captain Potato is in a Puma GTB. Greninja and Haruto 5 are making a move, catching up to Amin-san and Duff Dad by 2.1 seconds. Kadishuk, N29 Ikie, Irafale and Sirarambot are fiercely competing for the 7th spot. Zamasurar and Twix 560 have advanced to 13th place, surpassing Edelbach in the process. Huddle 3 is rapidly closing in on Edelbach, reducing the gap by a significant 455.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Wunziri Sky has made a move to 3rd place, overtaking both Amin-san and Duff Dad. Exciting developments on the track as the race progresses. Rizali Adha and Uyuz John 7 are neck and neck in Pone, dragging at Alpine A110. Mirasol and Amy are right behind them in a fierce battle for the lead, both in Skoda 130 RS. The competition is heating up as they navigate the track. Herd 3 is making a significant move, narrowing the gap to Edelbach by 72.5 seconds. Amin-san and Duff Dad are now up to 3rd place, overtaking Mirasol and Amy. It's a tight race with some impressive maneuvers happening on the track. Rafael and Sirarambot have advanced to 6th place, surpassing Kazishuk and N29 Kia. Kazishuk and N29 Kia now hold the 7th spot after overtaking Air 40 and Jasak 72, who have moved up to 8th place, overtaking Captain Potato. Amin-san and Duff Dad have advanced to P2, surpassing Waziri Sky. The trio is now locked in a fierce battle for the 2nd position. Captain Potato better watch out as Feds and Maya are rapidly cutting down the gap by 61.44 seconds. Greninja and Haruto 5 are also making a move, reducing the distance to Mirasol and Amy by 2-3 seconds. The competition is heating up. Greenchip and Haruto 5 are making a move, narrowing the gap to Mirasol and Amy by 2 seconds. Welcome back, Pone133. Glad to have you back in the race car spectator squad. Let's enjoy the AI-driven madness together. One serious guy has swiftly taken over the lead from Rizaldi Adha and Uyus Jonseven. Radiant and Haruto 5 are gaining on Nira Sol and Amy, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. As for the battle for 8th place, SD Form BJ and Deplorably Pell in the Alpine A110 are fiercely competing against Air 40 and Jasak 72 in the Skoda 130Rs. Amins and Duffdad have surged to P2, passing Rizaldi Adha and Uzun 7. Amins and Duffdad in a BMW 2002 are battling it out with Rizaldi Adha and Uzun 7 in an Alpine A110. Air 40, Jasak 70 So, Stesto Foreign BSA, and Deplorably Able are fiercely contesting P, F40, and Jasak 72. In a Skoda 130Rs, are facing off against SD Form BZJ and Deplorably Able in an Alpine A110. Wayne Trinity4 said, "Hey Amy, do you think I can still win this race?" Kappa. Of course, Wayne. Anything can happen in the next few laps, maybe a little luck is all you need. Checkered flag automobile dashing. Away. Aminson and Duffdad have advanced to P2, passing Rizaldi Adha and Uzun 7. Air 40 and Jasak 72 are gaining on Arafael and Sir Ironbot, minimizing the distance by 2.9 seconds. Hugget 3 is closing in on Edelbock, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Aminson and Duffdad have made a strong move to secure second place, passing Rizaldi Adha and Uzun 7. They are battling it out intensely as they drive a BMW 2002 against an Alpine A110. Meanwhile, Famaka and Max Power 77 have advanced to the 11th position, overtaking Feds and Maya team. Hugget 3 is making gains on Edelbach, closing in by 2.5 seconds. Okayoki 3 and Erangshan are catching up to Koki Beneinity and Walk CB, decreasing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Feds and Maya are rapidly catching up to Samizura and Twix 560, reducing the gap by 19.9 seconds. Edelbock is making a huge move by closing the gap on Feds and Maya by 33 seconds. Oki 3 and Erangshan are also gaining ground on Koki Beninity and Wauk CB, reducing the gap by 230 seconds. Things are really heating up in this race. Aliafael and Serarinbot are making gains on Greninjab and Harudo 5, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. Rizaldi, Aha and Ooze John 7 have advanced to P2, surpassing Aminsan and Duff Dad in the standings. Saiful BJ and Deplorable have advanced to 8th place after overtaking Kazashuk and N29 Kiado. The Alpine A110 duo is engaged in a heated battle with the Skoda 130 RS team for the 8th position. Aminsan, it's always exciting to see unexpected winners. That BMW must have some serious tricks up its sleeve.